Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you. Welcome you to the day 13 of My Time Infinity, organized by IFSS and PSSM Global. So today, let's go with our routine. And I would like to invite Sunil to conduct meditation.
Jenny, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Can you hear me? Is it clear?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay, right. Thank you. Once again, a very warm good morning and good evening to everyone who has joined from different parts of the globe. Thank you for joining in, being a weekend, and your commitment is all that encourages all of us. All right, so let's start this day with meditation. We all know the procedure. We all know the technique. We are doing Anapanasati meditation. Gather yourself. Sit comfortably wherever you are. Just observe the surroundings. Look at the room that you're sitting in. Look around. Or if it is outside, just look around. Now, slowly bring your awareness to the place where you're sitting. Just be aware of it. Meditation is all about being very, very comfortable. So the first thing is to be comfortable with your body. Take a position of Sthira Sukhasana, that is, sit with absolute comfort. If you are sitting on a chair or a sofa, cross your feet. If you're sitting on the floor, just casually sit, crossing your legs. Observe your body. In case you're wearing spectacles, you may remove them. It's not needed during meditation. Now, you may slowly close your eyes. Clasp your fingers. Place them on your lap. Let's now scan our body from head to toe. Over your forehead, your chin, lips, the teeth. Don't bite them too hard. Loosen it a little bit. The whole face is completely relaxed. How's your neck? Your shoulders? Relax every muscle completely. Check your arms. Your fingers, are they clasped too tight? Just loosen it a little bit. How's your back? Upper back, lower back. Take support if required. Your upper body is now completely relaxed. Relax your thigh muscles, your calf muscles, and the ankle. Your body is now completely relaxed. There are no good meditation or bad meditation. Meditation is all about being centered and observing your breath. Now, bring your awareness to your beautiful, natural, ingoing and outgoing breath. Just be with your breath. You need not alter the breath, like taking a deep breath. Whatever the pace of the breath is, just be with it. You can feel your breath in your belly, your lungs, or your nose, wherever you feel like. Now, the only thing that can come in between your meditation is our own thoughts. It is very, very natural for these thoughts to come. Accept that. Sometimes thoughts come like floodgates, or it doesn't come. Both are fine. Just like parking your car when you don't need, let's park our thoughts away for the next 40 minutes. Let's not carry those thoughts. We don't need them. After you finish meditation, it's up to you. For now, this is my time. Let us just be with our breath. We'll play music in the background, but let our attention be with our breath. Whenever thought comes, just cut the thoughts and come back to your breath. It's that simple. Please cut the thoughts and come back to your breath, dear friends. Just be with your breath. Please cut your thoughts and come back to your breath, my dear friends. Wonderful. wonderful friends. Please continue to be with your breath. Last 5 minutes. Wonderful friends. Last 1 minute. Please be with your breath. Now slowly bring your awareness to your body. Do not open your eyes yet. Bring your awareness to your body. Slowly, at your ease, you may now unclasp your fingers and place them on your eyes for a count of 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly, you may now open your eyes and smile for yourself. You may take your time to settle. No hurry. All right. Thank you so much, friends. Over to you, Jenny.
Thank you. Thank you, Sunil. That was a beautiful meditation. Thank you so much. So, yeah, with this, let's go forward with our session for today. Today, the topic is psychosomaticity by Pruthvi. So let me introduce Pruthvi to you, to all of you. Pruthvi is a PhD scholar, meditation practitioner, and a trainer. Throughout her academic pursuit, she obtained a basic understanding of human psychology and body metabolism. In parallel, she was especially integral to see the altered state of mind elevating the so-called incurable diseases. This led the researcher in her to sit up and look closely at the deeper root cause of all our maladies, the link between the mind and the body. In her research, she has practically witnessed how meditation regulates HPA axis, decreases stress hormone level, and improves sleep by the secretion of melanin. She is also a certified Silva Ultramind ESP system trainer. So, welcome, Pruthvi.
Hi, Jenny. Thank you so much.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm also good. So,
Yeah,
let's go with it. Over to you.
yeah. Thank you so much. So today we will be having the session. Even Jenny will be adding a lot of things with us, and we will also have Sam with us to add because this is the most important topic where we are getting into the aspect of mind and talking about how thoughts are going to create our reality. So good morning, good evening, everybody. Mm. So let's have an open mind because for the first time when I started when I got to know that mind and body are connected, it was a turning point for me because a situation like my mother's health condition. She had a rheumatic heart disease, and during my master degree, the final exams, she was hospitalized, and we had to take her into the ICU and all, and it was a tough time. So I started questioning, why did she get this disease? And that was the time where I wanted to even decide on the subject in which I wanted to do my research. So that was a very turning point for me, where I started to question why rheumatic heart disease has come to her. She has got RHD. So I started reading a lot of medical books, and it said that it's an autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease means where our own immune system starts attacking our body, thinking that our own body part is a foreign particle. So why does it happen? None of the medical textbooks could actually give the answer why it is happening. So then I came across a lot of other modalities of medical things apart from the physical body, the allopathy. And then I got to introduced into psychoneuroimmunology, which said that our mind has very, very deep rooted connection with the body. Everything that happens in the mind will be reflected on the body. And this just turned my perception of life 360 degrees. So it just blew my mind, like, how can my thoughts have an impact on my body? I didn't understand. Then I started researching a lot about it and got into actual research with inside the lab, in the lab. And also I started researching on myself, wanted to reflect upon what thoughts I am having and how they are impacting on my health. So it's very important to understand how this mind works. So before I get into the presentation, let's do a small activity. Okay, so this is not any meditation. It's just a simple mental activity. So I request people, participants, friends, please turn on your videos. Whoever it is comfortable, please turn on your videos so that we can interact and understand better. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for turning on your videos. Okay, so friends, we'll get into this activity quickly. So close your eyes. We are not meditating. Just follow my instructions, okay? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Just imagine a raw mango in front of you. Fresh, green, raw mango. Just take it in your hand, smell it, and carefully cut the mango into 2 halves. Sprinkle some salt, sprinkle some chili. Bring it to your mouth and take a bite. Savor the taste of the mango. Okay, you can all open your eyes. Now tell me, how many of you had water in your mouth? For how many the mouth watered? You can just say yes in the chat. Yes, yes, there are hand raised. Yes, Sumitra says yes. Yes, for most of us, we had that mouth watering. Is there mango around you? No, right? No, it was just a thought. A thought of eating mango triggered a signal in your brain, and brain sent the signal to your salivary gland saying that you are tasting the mango, and your salivary gland secreted the saliva and your mouth watered. Did you just observe how just one single thought triggered so much of metabolism in your body? This is happening with your awareness. But friends, every single thought, every single feeling, every single emotions, every single belief that you are carrying is having an impact on your body. It is having an impact on your metabolisms. we are really not aware of how it is impacting your body. So let's get into the subject today. I'll just start presenting. So can you see my screen, Jenny? Yeah, cool. Thank you. Okay, so psychosomaticity means the mind in the body. Psycho is the mind and somaticity is the body. Soma means body. Okay, yeah. So mind is a very, very powerful weapon in the battle for health. It's not just health, it is for everything in life. Mind plays the most important role in everything that we do in the life. So mind can be a healer and it can be a slayer also. Okay, so it can act in both ways. It depends on how we use it. So what is this mind and how does it work? So friends, I will be clubbing both the research that was done, I mean the current research, how they define mind is, and I'll be also aligning how Buddha explains what mind is, because they both go hand in hand. Okay, so Buddha said there are 4 segments or aggregates of mind. One is consciousness, perception, sensation, and reaction. Consciousness is the awareness. I took your awareness to a mango, right? Until then, still you had those senses, but it was not active. I took your consciousness into that act, and then you started to perceive from your memory. Perception is the memory. Okay, so from your memory, you brought in how the mango looks, the green color, and you brought how it smells. So all that perception came from your memory. And then sensation happened in your body. Your mouth started watering, and then you had a reaction saying that, wow, this tastes very nice, I like it. So that these are the 4 steps of mind, I mean the 4 segments or the aggregates of mind. And current the research also says how the mind works. So here the current research says the attention, what we call as consciousness here, is also the attention and awareness. Wherever the attention goes into the thought or the emotion, so thought and emotion is the perception here. Okay, the second part, how you think and how you feel will give rise to how your body reacts. The sensation part, the third part, okay? And then it results in the behavioral reality on how you act. That is your reaction to the awareness that is happening, okay? So the key here is the attention or the awareness. Where is it going? Because we have so many pleasantful thoughts, unpleasantful thoughts, so many memories, but where is our awareness going, and what are we repeatedly thinking throughout the day? That will decide on how our body will be reacting and how that leads to the behavioral reality. That is what we will be creating in our reality. So to talk more about the perceptions, I want you to quickly tell me, what do you see in this image? What is that first thing that you see? Type it in the chat. Are you seeing a girl's face or a musician playing saxophone? A man playing saxophone? What do you see? Type it. Yeah, musician. Some people are saying, Jenny is saying a girl, Deepika says musician, Manoj says both. Okay, first, as soon as you saw, what did you see? Young, okay, a person's face, girl, musician, young women's face, girl. Okay, so we all have different instrument. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Thanks for being so active. So we all have different ways of perceiving things. Okay, this is like 1 second. Okay, so here our visual perception is different. As soon as we look at this image, one person is is seeing a girl's face, but the other person is seeing a man who is playing an instrument. So our visual perception is different. Okay. And we actually do not see things as they are. We always see things as we are programmed. So what we are programmed is something that comes from our childhood. Okay, however we are made to believe about ourselves, that is what we will be seeing. We are not seeing the things as they are. That is why we have been telling in the meditation practice that we need to see things as they are without wearing the colored glasses. So we have been programmed to wear a colored glass and believe something and perceive things differently. The same glass of water, one person perceives it in a very happy mode, saying that with so much of optimism, saying that this glass is half full, it has half water, and the other person feels sad about it, saying that this is half empty. Seeing the same reality, the same thing, but perceived differently. We are seeing the life with colored glasses, but not seeing things as it is. So this perception, with what belief we are looking at life, is creating our reality. If we believe that something is good, our body is producing all good hormones. We perceive somebody says some good words about us. So, if they appreciate, we feel so good, and immediately our body produces so much of serotonin. Okay, that is the happy hormones, and we start feeling like, oh wow, this feels good, I want it more, I want it more, I like it. So we start creating a reality where we want to feel that validation. Okay. And if somebody scolds us, we feel so frustrated, defended, and it secretes a lot of cortisol, and our body starts shrinking, and we go underconfident about our own self. So that is the reality we are creating in ourselves. So however we look at life, with what perception, that is what we will be creating in our reality. So where is this core belief coming from, first of all? So the core beliefs is programmed in our childhood. In the childhood, whatever we have seen, heard, and have believed, we have internalized them as truth. We have believed that to be the true, and we are seeing the life in the same perspective. So this core beliefs are triggering our behaviors, triggering our thoughts, and triggering our feelings. So usually, what kind of core beliefs are we programmed with? It is mostly 98% of the time we are programmed with survival mode of the body. Okay, we are programmed to be safe, secure, and programmed to be in the survival mode, where we want to protect ourselves, which imbibes some of the limiting beliefs, saying that you should behave in a certain way, you have to act in a certain way, so that you fit into the society. So whenever we are programmed in this limiting beliefs, in the survival mode, we have been carrying this limiting beliefs like, I'm not good enough, I'm not confident enough, I am not educated enough, I don't deserve a loving relationship. See, all these are limiting beliefs, which is putting us again and again into the fight, flight, and freeze mode, where our limbic system is getting more activated and leading to a lot of stress response in the body. So you can see, whenever you program or whenever you act from the stress or the fight or the flight response, complete body is getting affected because of the release of adrenaline and cortisol. These two neurotransmitters get released, and they affect every single part of the body, not just one. Every single part of the body gets affected. Our heartbeats starts getting faster, our lungs get contracted, pupils dilate, and the food movement slows down, blood pressure increases. All this happens because of the stress, and we are programmed in the survival mode. So there is the other way, which is called the creation mode. Here we saw that the creation, this is the creative mode. Some of us are also programmed to act or imbibe with the creation mode. So whenever we are in that creation mode, we are in the relaxation response. We are very relaxed. In the relaxation response, what happens is the body is in the rest and the digest mode. Here, the breath rate, blood pressure, heart rate, metabolism, blood sugar, adrenaline, everything goes lower, giving rest to the body, and our thought process, our creativity, our concentration, our immune system, our digestive system improves in the relaxation responses. So whatever you believe, that is what you become. This is what it means by yad bhavam tad bhavati. What you believe, that is what happens to you. This is exactly what our Vedas also says, that ya matihi sagatir bhavet. As your mind is, so will your destination be. Buddha also said, above all, the mind precedes. What you think, that you become. So we create so-called illnesses in our body. The body is the mirror of our inner thoughts and beliefs. So on the other day, when we were talking about the Sagar Manthan, I told that the subconscious mind is nothing but our body. It is full of memories. Okay, so that is how we are programmed. And here I am going to start talking about some of the diseases that happens because of our psychological thought processes and also because of the belief systems that we are carrying. So the diseases that your emotions are connected to are, so usually the head part is representing the repressed anger. Heart is the also anger. Anxiety is shown in the stomach, and resentment in the bones and the knees. So I'll be going a little in detail with some of the parts of the body. So the head is how we show ourselves to the world, right? So head comes from the invalidating the self. Headaches comes from invalidating about the self. A lot of youngsters and a lot of people today are having migraine headaches, and they are taking painkillers to get rid of migraines. Friends, the actual reason for migraine is, you want to be perfect, and you're creating a lot of pressure for yourself to be that perfect self. You're not accepting yourself as you are, but you want to show to the world that you are perfect, and you're putting yourself in that pressure. That pressure is causing the migraine. So there's a lot of suppressed anger involved in this migraine headaches because you are invalidating yourself. And the ears, usually the ear aches are common with children. We adults, we don't see it because, as kids, it is very new for us we have to often listen to our parents, to our people around us, which we really don't want to hear. And we keep suppressing our angers. We cannot express our angers as kids. So that, we have to always be in that listening mode, always saying, okay, yes, okay. And be good kids for our parents. That is why the kids will be getting earaches. The earaches, if you take them to the doctor will say there's nothing much, they'll just give one drops and they'll send the kid. The actual problem is it indicates that the kid is not allowed to express its anger, and it is done with listening to what you're saying. And as adults, we will not have this earaches because we have got used to listening to people. So the sinus is another condition which happens because of irritated by someone in your life and someone who is very close to you. You might even feel they are bearing you down. So anytime you have a lot of irritations, you see that as a sinus problem in your body. So we forget that we create the situation and then we give our power away by blaming the other person for our frustration. So friends, before I get into the further body parts and the diseases, I want to actually talk about this part where we have to understand we are creating the situations. We are here not to blame our situations, not to blame our people around us. So before I get into the further body parts, let's do one more activity. So this activity, I request people to be on the cam if possible. So in this activity, we will be again closing our eyes. This is not meditation, just an activity. So close your eyes, friends. You can allow any kind of thoughts to come. You can think about anything now. But don't think of a pink elephant attacking you. Do not think of a pink elephant attacking you. Other than that, you can think of anything else. Okay, you all can come back and open your eyes. So I see some people smiling. Why is that so? Did the pink elephant attack you? Right. Yes, right. I said do not think of pink elephant. But your mind, our minds and our belief systems are programmed where, we think of it. So, friends, why I made you do this is because you cannot say that, Prithvi, because of you, I thought about a pink elephant. You have never seen a pink elephant. You imagined it and you saw it attacking you. That's so crazy, right? So whatever kind of thoughts you are thinking, you are 100% responsible for it. If this exercise brought a smile on your face, that is the reality that you created. That is the experience that you created for yourself. It's not me who created it. So we need to understand this truth that anything that happens in our reality, we are 100% responsible for it. Any kind of experiences that we are going through is because of us, 100%. Okay, so I'll get back to the slides. Okay. So here again, I just want to underline some of the things which I said. Where attention goes, energy flows, and energy result shows. We all have seen this. Now, who is directing your attention, friends? In the last two activities, you all gave me the responsibility. You allowed me to direct your attention into a mango and also made you think about a pink elephant. So you allowed me, but in general, throughout your day, who is directing your attention? Have you ever questioned this? We have unfortunately allowed things, social media, environment, places to actually control our awareness, our attention. So unconsciously, most of the times, and consciously, sometimes, we have given the authority of directing our awareness to people, things, and circumstances, and we have end up in blaming, judging, and complaining. We are not taking the responsibility. That is not the true responsible person does. It is, if you are acting as a victim, you will keep blaming, judging, and complaining about your reality. But if you are a creator, you will take 100% responsibility and become conscious about what you think, what you believe, and how you act. So no person, no place, no thing has power over us for We are the only thinkers in our mind. I told you do not think of pink elephant, but you ended up thinking in about pink elephant because you are responsible for what you think. So we create our experiences, our reality, and everyone in it, every person in our reality, we have created them in our reality. So let's take 100% responsibility and get further into the other parts of the body. So neck and throat. The neck represents the ability to be flexible in our thinking. So usually whenever we are not flexible, means we are being stubborn. That means that is when we get this stiffness in the neck, and we are stubborn about our own concept of a situation. Okay. And throat, this is very, very important because right now thyroid has become like, like the diabetes and the blood pressure. This thyroid has also become a very common condition which is seen everywhere. At least one person in 10 people is having thyroid issues. So the throat represent our ability to speak up for ourselves, to speak the truth. And also it is the creative flow of our expressions. So tonsils and thyroids are just frustrated creativity from not being able to do what they want to do. Usually they have so much of things, but they are trying to please people around them, trying to fit into the situations, and they are not able to express what they really feel. They are not able to speak their truth. This is leading to the problems of thyroid and tonsils. And the next thing is lungs. So lungs is a representation of, the breath going in and going off. Out of it is breath is nothing but life, right? So it is our ability to take in and give out the life. So problem with lungs means we are afraid to take in life, or we feel we do not have the right to live fully. Usually you see that asthma people, usually they have a lot of suppressed emotions, and they have so much of guilt inside them that they feel very unworthy to live this life. That is why they go through this condition called asthma. They feel that they don't deserve to live this life. And some people who get into some addictions like heavy smoking, they are actually escaping from the life. They feel that they are denying life, and they have to punish themselves because of the guilt they are carrying. So these are some of the conditions which gives us insights on how our belief systems have an effect on our body parts. And coming to the heart is like, our heart, we all know the heart represents love, and we all don't know this special thing that our blood represents the joy. So our heart lovingly pumps the joy throughout our bodies. Okay. So when we deny ourselves of joy and love, the heart shrivels and becomes cold. Usually, as a result of this, the blood becomes sluggish, leading to anemia, angina, and heart attack. If you see people having this heart attack, you see they are not very joyous, they are not very loving. And a lot of people will have grief, sadness in their heart. This is exactly what I could observe with my mother's health condition. A lot of grief and sadness was leading to the disease inside the heart. And anemia is something that I also had when I was when I was going to colleges, because I also had this problem of self-identity, very not very joyful, and I used to always feel very tired. And a lot of times I went to give blood donations for donating blood, and every time I used to get a pamphlet saying that you have to eat all these things to improve your blood, you don't have blood properly. And today my blood hemoglobin levels are almost 12, which is above the average point that needs to be there. That's only because of meditation. I give all the credits to meditation. So coming to the stomach. Stomach is all about digesting the new ideas and experiences that we have. If we have any kind of problem in the stomach, that means we are resisting the new experiences, or we are afraid of new ideas. We are not able to assimilate this new experience. We are usually afraid or fearful about this new experience that we are going through. So just question yourself, what or who can't use stomach, like whom you can't digest, or what is that you're not assimilating in your system. And you see that ulcers, the stomach ulcers, are more than fear. It is tremendous fear of not being good enough. Usually we feel that we are not good enough, and we keep judging ourselves, which leads to ulcers in the stomach. And the colon represents the ability to let go, to release, which we no longer need. So usually people who have constipation, they usually don't give up their old things. They always want to stick on to their old patterns, and they are not ready to give up. So even giving their old clothes to people is a difficult thing. So they stay in the stifling jobs, hold on to old relationships that give them pain. Whatever, this the current condition, whether it is pleasant or unpleasant, they want to stick on to it because they are afraid of unknown. This known reality, whether it is unpleasant or pleasant, they want to stick on to it and keep holding on to that old memories. So they go through this condition. And the next thing is the knee. Usually the bones, legs help us to represent the movement of our life, and knees represent, just like the neck, it is also representing the flexibility. So they express bending and pride. So usually we see that people who have knee problem are little stubborn, egoistic, and they take things upon their pride. So they want to move forward, but they do not want to change the way they are moving. They want to stick on to their own way. So being self-righteous is more important than, going in the different direction. This is why knees take a very long time to heal, because knees is associated with our ego, with our pride, and our self-righteousness. Okay. And arthritis, this is a very common autoimmune disease that happens. This involves constant pattern of criticizing our own self and the others. So they are usually cursed with perfectionism. They want themselves to be perfect and things around them to be perfect, and they want it to be perfect in every single situation. That is leading to inflexibility and inflammation in the bones. So I can go on and on with this list. So this is the reference for these list is taken from You Can Heal Your Body by Louis Hay. You can refer to that book. And a lot of these are backed up with research. It's not just, it's coming from that book. A lot of psychoneuroimmunology research has also gone through and are also validating that these are the behavioral patterns leading to the diseases in the body. So now, how do we take the responsibility of creating our reality? We understood that limiting belief is resulting in all these things. It is putting us in the stress mode, and we are on the survival mode. Body is in the stress response, creating all this disease. So how do we take responsibility? How do we create the body that we want? How do we heal our body? How do we create a reality that we want to live in? The first and the foremost thing is taking responsibility. As I told you, if you keep blaming, judging, and saying that, people around me are making me feel something, and you keep escaping, you will never ever be able to heal yourself. Any kind of health issue, friends, this is out of scientific temper. Spiritually speaking, any kind of health issue comes to us to teach a lesson. There is something that we need to learn. We have been conditioned with certain behavior and we need to look into it. A lot of us are unconscious of it. We don't know that these patterns are there within us. So the first step is to identify our own behaviors and then take responsibility, saying that, okay, I am accepting this condition, and then act. That is how we take the responsibility of our conditions and start shifting into the creation mode. From the victim mode, we start getting into the creation mode. As we start doing this in meditation, and the more we become aware, the more we become alert, conscious, we are creating distance with our thoughts, with our feelings and emotions, right? We are getting to know that we are not the thoughts and the feelings that we are feeling. We are beyond that. So this distance is giving us a self-realization. And also, friends, now you see that your attention is all over the place during the daytime. It is all over the place. It is not focused. In the meditation, we are helping ourselves to be with our breath. One pointed focusness, we are practicing it and we are bringing our energy to one point. This energy has to be utilized with our willpower to change the belief systems. From limiting beliefs, we have to get into the empowering beliefs. Okay, so with this, we start realizing that we are the creators. Now we are not giving the mind to control us. We are taking over the control and creating the thoughts that we want, creating the beliefs that we want, and doing the actions that we want to take. So we are taking back the control with our willpower in the meditation, with the energy that we are gaining. So with your miraculous thoughts, you can create miracles. Healing body is just a very simple thing, friends. You can simply create miracles with using the power of your thought. Because as I said, mind can be a healer and mind can be a slayer. How we use our mind depends on us. So create miracles using your miraculous thoughts. And we will also be talking about conscious creations through intention. Intention is like the power of intent is so very important. First thing is Ichha Shakti, which is the willpower. We are gathering the energy to move from victim to conscious creator. And after we gain that energy, we gain that willpower, we need to place the right intent. So this will be, Jenny will be talking more about it. So friends, the final words that I want to tell all of us is that you are a creator. You are the master. You are the God. So be in that creation mode and don't be in that victimized mode. Take 100% responsibility of your reality and become that master and act as the God. So with this, I end my presentation and I request Jenny to talk about the Sankalpa Shakti, which is the power of intent, which will help us to create the reality we want. So Jenny, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much for beautiful, explanation about how our mind impacts our body. So you explained it very well, and even I have seen it in my personal life. Like, yeah, it happens like that. So, but if you want to change this, or if you want to learn how, so for that, power of intent is necessary, right? Willpower is one thing, Ichha Shakti is one thing that we wish to do these things, but Sankalp Shakti, power of intent, is something which will take us, to the point what we want to do. So let me explain Sankalp Shakti. Sankalp means positive thought. And the opposite of it is Vikalp, which is negative thought. So basically, Kalp means thoughts. Okay. Positive thoughts and negative thoughts. If you want Sankalp Shakti, Sankalp, if you positive, we in a day, in a particular day, we get so many thoughts. Like it is said that in a day we get 60,000 thoughts, right? And because of the programmed mind, we always go to the negative thoughts, always. So, and then we hear this that, okay, no, we need to think positive, we need to think positive. So just one positive thought will not give you the positive result. For that, you need to keep your attention and focus to the positive thoughts that are coming. Attention and focus are most important things for this. For like to the attention should be on the positive thoughts, and for this we need to do meditation regularly, because only in meditation we see thoughts coming. Like we know that thoughts are coming. We can see clearly that positive thoughts and negative thoughts are coming. Only then we can choose positive thoughts and neglect negative thoughts. So regular practice of meditation is very much important to have a proper attention and focus on positive thoughts. So let me explain it to you. Sankalp, Sankalp Shuddhi plus Sankalp Shakti. The Patriji has given this formula, like Sankalp Shuddhi plus Sankalp Shakti will lead you to Sankalp Shuddhi. Siddhi. Sankalp Siddhi. Sorry. So Sankalp Shuddhi means we heard about we learned about positive thought, that is Sankalp, and Vikalp, positive and negative thoughts, right? Sankalp Shuddhi means only focusing on the positive thoughts and neglecting negative thoughts. That is Shuddhi. This will lead us to Sankalp Shakti. How? Like, see, if first we need to prioritize our thoughts. For Shakti, Shakti means we are saving the energy. Sankalp Shakti means we are saving our energy. So for this, we need three things. First is prioritizing our thoughts. If our attention is everywhere, we will not be able to achieve anything. So prioritizing is very necessary. What we want, we need to be clear on that. Then first, we prioritize our thoughts. Then with Mauna. Maun means silence. Silence will save our energy wastage on words. And going forward, Dhyan, which is meditation. It will save our energy on thoughts. So we'll get Sankalp Shakti. We did Sankalp Shuddhi, which led us to this Sankalp Shakti. Then this will lead us to Sankalp Siddhi, which is manifestation. What we want to manifest will go to that thing. Will go to that thing, right? I'm sorry. This is what.
Yes. So Jenny, that's very clear, and we also have Sam to add on to this. Can we unmute Sam?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I'm outside, but still, the beautiful concept which is given by Patriji. This is Sankalpa Shakti, which Jenny is trying to explain so beautifully. Wonderful. I just wanted to add one point. Sankalpa Shakti is just focusing on your positive thoughts alone, coming from the negative thoughts. See, one positive thought you make and two negative thoughts you make, what happens is your energy is lost, and finally you will not be able to manifest, right? So what you need to do is, in meditation, you need to first of all try to observe your thoughts and get to know thinking first, from negative thinking to no thinking, and then you will get control on your focus and attention. Once you get control on your focus and attention, you will know how to put it on the positive thoughts alone. And once you know how to put your attention and focus only on positive thoughts, that's when you will be able to energize those thoughts and convert it into Sankalpa Siddhi, which means manifestation. So, how Mauna and Dhyana help are, a lot of energy is being drained by unnecessary words and unnecessary thoughts. So, in meditation, you're stopping that energy drain, and you know how to control your attention and focus, and how to divert it only onto the positive thoughts. And that's when those thoughts will get energy and the manifestation happens. The more the energy you can supply, the faster the manifestation. So this is something which you can experiment on a daily basis. Every morning when you get up, you need to spend 2 minutes at least, and you should say, this is how I want my day to be. And while intending, you should also make sure that you are not asking for anything negative. I don't want my day to be bad. I don't want my boss to scold me today. I don't want any problems. These are the wrong ways of intending. So you just need to know how to intend also. So you should always ask for what you want to experience in today. I want the day to be joyful, productive, peaceful, all these things. And one more beautiful thing which I want to add on to what Jenny is trying to say is, most of the people, after making an intention, they keep thinking about it. Remember, once you make an intention and if you continuously think about it, you're also wasting energies. So remember, once you make an intent, you should know how to believe it and stop the energy drain, right? So the most powerful manifester or a creator, what he does is he makes an intent and he just instantly gets into the belief that it is anyways going to manifest, because thought creates reality. I made a thought and I'm going to manifest it. So he'll forget about it and he'll start resonating in a frequency as if he already got what he wanted. That's exactly what law of attraction teaches us. So law of attraction is just an expansion of this Sankalpa Shakti concept. So that's what I wanted to add. Sorry, I was out. Sorry for the noise. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for completing it. I don't know what happened to my throat. Maybe something in my thoughts, like I'm not enough attacked me.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you for completing it. Over to you, Pruthvi.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Jenny. As they both exactly said, we are 70% in the negative thinking pattern throughout the day. So in meditation, in silence, we come to the no mind state where we conserve the energy and direct that energy into the intent that we want, whether it is healing the body or creating any kind of reality, being a joyous day, a happy day, productive day, whatever it is. As Sam just mentioned, as soon as we get up in the morning, observe your thoughts, be in silence for at least some 10 minutes. Do not think, do not speak. And in that 10 minutes, set an intention how your day wants to be. And know that it is going to be that way, and start your day. That will be the best way to program and reserve your energies and direct your energies into the right intent. So with this, I thank all of you for patiently listening to us. Now we can just open the platform for the questions.
Yes. Yes, friends, you can raise your hands or type the question in the chat. I see some questions. First is from Balaji. Like, he wants to know books related to this subject, like organ to mental pattern relations.
Okay. There are so many books right now coming up in the market. The first book is, as I told you, You Can Heal Your Body, will give you the concept. It is not scientific. It is Louise Hay's experimentation and her observation. So she has listed it out, but it is scientifically proven in some of the books. Like you can refer to books by Dr. Gabermate, like Body Keeps the Score. You can refer to it, and also The Myth of Normal, you can refer to it. You can also refer to books like You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So these three books will give you the scientific relevance to this topic.
Yes, thank you.
And also, if you are not very scientific enough and you want to understand with a layman language, you can refer to The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton.
Yes, yeah, even I'm reading that. Yeah. There's one more question from Anju Arora. It is saying that I had difficult childhood, 5 years age to 9 years age, even extremely difficult life from 27 years of age till 50 years of age, having anxiety, asthma, presently suffering from deliberating anxiety, how to move from victim to creative mode, not able to come out of my own. I think you.
Yeah. Ma'am, Anju Arora, ma'am, the first thing, as we were saying, is to make the choice right now. The power to change is in the present moment. You have to make a decision, take the responsibility, and put your willpower, the Ichha Shakti. That is what is very important. Gathering your energy, conserving your energy, and deciding that I'm going to change my body. This is how the attitude of one should be. In 6 years back, I used to take so much of antibiotics, so much of painkillers to ease my body, to ease my inflammations and fevers. But I was so fed up with it. I said I don't want to go through it anymore. So I made a decision that I'm gonna quit medicines and I will see what will happen to my body. I had some lessons. I had so much of skin issues, skin problem. Then I realized I was carrying so much of insecurity within myself about my identity. So all these health conditions are reflecting on some kind of behavioral patterns. I had to correct how I feel, how I'm carrying my self identity. I had to come out of the insecurity to cure my skin. It is not that I go to the dermatologist and keep asking for some medicines. No. So we have to learn the lessons. These health conditions are giving us some lessons to learn. So accept it, learn it, and you will see the changes happening. The healing will happen all by itself if you make a choice to change. So the attitude is what matters. Hope I answered.
Yes, I think yes, for me you did. The similar question was that from Deepika, like how about depression and anxiety issues? So you answered it, right?
Yeah. So depression is usually, depression happens if we think everything about us, what will happen about my life. It is not going the way that I want it to happen. And everything is about me, mine, me, mine. So we have to actually, whenever we are in depression, we have to stop thinking about ourselves and look at the life out there and see how grateful you are for whatever you have. So out there, people are suffering badly than you. So if you can put yourself away from your self identity of me and mine and think about what can I do to make this world better and go out to serve people, the depression will go down all by itself. This is the actual solution given by the medical society also these days, that they say whenever you are depressed, please go connect with the society and help them.
Oh, yes. Thank you. We have one more question from Rajiv. Does meditation help with genetic diseases and age-related degenerations of various organs of the body?
Yes, definitely. The meditation also has an impact on the switching on and switching off of the DNA. So you know that DNA has all kinds of chromosomes, right? It will have the chromosomes, the genes for switching on the cancer, switching on the diabetes, everything will be there in the chromosome. What switches on is the environment. Environment is our thoughts, our inputs, our belief systems. So if we can correct our belief systems, if we can move from the negative to positive thinking, we can definitely change the DNA. We can override the DNA. This is exactly what Bruce Lipton worked on, and he said the stem cells are cells which can develop into any kind of organs. Okay, they developed into a particular organ depending on the environment that was given. So what environment you live in, matlab what thoughts you are filled with, that will decide on rewriting your DNAs. So degeneration of various organs of the body, yes, it happens. If you see that our body is regenerating every single moment, the liver is, we have a new liver every 8 months. Our blood cells, we have completely fresh blood cells every 3 months. So body is regenerating every moment, every single day. It is not the same body. Last year, what the body I had, no cell is there in my body from the last year. Every single cell has regenerated. The reason why we carry the disease in this body is because of the memory. Okay, so we have to look into the memory, clear the past, heal the past, take the responsibility in the present, and create the future.
Thank you. Right. There's one more question from Vikal Gupta. Any view specific to shoulder joint problems?
Shoulders represent our responsibility, how much responsibility we are able to take about our life. So if you're finding it difficult to be responsible and you're escaping, or you feel that you're not capable enough to take the responsibility of life, that is shown on the shoulders, that represents the shoulders. So see how much you are doubting yourself about taking the responsibility of your life.
Thank you. Thank you for answering that. I hope it answered Vikal, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have a hands raised by Manoj. Let me unmute you. Yes, Manoj.
Hi, Manoj.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Pruthvi, for the wonderful presentation. So somewhere in the corner of my mind, I have this perception that, these chronic diseases or whatever are going, it is not just because of the childhood, but, an unknown reason which have been carried maybe before birth or something. And rather than curing them, we need to observe it. And because of those reasons, you actually have to go through this path so that you cure them automatically, rather than, stressing yourself on that and working on that and creating more, maybe vikalpas, I would say. So how true is this statement? Do we really need to understand the cause behind the disease and just understand it, observe it, and get rid of it? Or really you sit on it, work on it, and get rid of it? I just want to, get some clarity. Sometimes I feel, it is more of a fantasy story where we just put everything to our childhood and the surroundings, or, whatever has been put in our mind. Instead, actually, there is some other reason unknown to me, to be frank. Just want to understand your perception about this.
Definitely makes sense, Manoj. Your first question is it coming not just from childhood, even before that, right? Yes, because we have chosen our parents, and our parents, their state of mind when they conceived us, and their state of being when we were in their womb, plays a very, very important role. Like, there are so many diseases and disorders like autism and genetic disorders which is coming to the kid just because of the wrong mindset of the mother. Okay, so we have chosen our mothers, our parents, to learn something. That is exactly what I am underlining, that we are creating these diseases to learn something. The soul wants to evolve. From the soul's perspective, we want to evolve. So we need to observe what is the pattern that is making me go through this. What is the lesson that I need to learn? And we need to just keep working on learning these things, learning these lessons from the diseases, and we need to move on. We shouldn't stick on to saying that um, uh, I really want to just get rid of this disease. It will happen all by itself. So, as you said, we just need to observe, learn the lessons, and keep doing our work, like meditating, being in silence, and doing the right thoughts. Yeah, I think Sam also wants to add to this.
Yeah, it's very clearly said in Bhagavad Gita, Jnanagni Labdha Karmana. So till you learn what you're supposed to learn, the problem will be there. And when we have a problem, usually we focus on getting healed and getting better. But the main purpose of the problem is to teach you something. And once you get that knowledge, miraculously things will heal. So, but the pain is so much that people want to get rid of the pain and they can't focus on the purpose of the pain. But whenever there is a pain or anything, you people call it karma. Karma, as if it's a negative thing, but it teaches us a lot. So it changes us. Whatever you have done because of ignorance in the past, it wants to make sure your soul wants to make sure that you are done with that ignorance and you learn what you are supposed to learn. Because for soul, the only and only thing that matters is knowledge, nothing else. Because soul already knows that you are not body, you are not mind. You are here to learn. You are here on the earth to experience something and take that learning from here. And the ultimate knowledge, finally, you have to be so perfect as a soul, so that the more you evolve as a soul, you clear more and more karmas actually. So and you end up getting all the corrections done in your thought patterns, in your belief patterns, in your values, and you will be more aligned to the divinity. So focusing on the learning more and more rather than avoiding the pain and getting healed is the right approach. That's what I wanted to add. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for adding that. Yeah, Jenny, we have a hand raised, right?
Yes.
By Lata, madam.
Yeah, yes, please. Unmute, please. Yes.
Yeah.
We can hear you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Pruthvi madam. Actually, this is completely new subject to me, and I have couple of questions. First question is like to add on before SARS question. So some diseases the child will get from the thoughts of the mother, right?
Yes.
In the womb itself. For example, autism, something autism is there. So how to cure that one? Means the child has to cure that, or mother has to cure that? Like
the major work is for the parent, and also the child has chosen that experience for this lifetime. So there is 3 different levels of autism. One is mild, moderate, and severe autism. So mild and moderate autisms can be totally, cured. Like, they can be healed completely with the right therapies and with the right lifestyle. For that, parents need to learn their lessons, because of parents, the child has got into that, and parents have created that reality to learn their own lessons for their own evolution. Okay, so it usually is the special kids and autistic kids are kids with a lot of naturalness with them. They are very pure, very joyful. We always tried them to condition to live in this society, talk and behave and act the way we want, but they are very natural. They are always joyful. They are happy kids. So the kid is not having any problem with it. We want the kid to be in a certain way. So we have to learn our lessons here. So the major healing and the work is for the parent.
So what we have to learn from them? I
Uh,
did not like.
See, first of all, um,
For
autistic
example,
kids, I'll tell you one of my friends. This is a personal experience where one of my friends, she was not ready for having a second kid. She was forced to have a second kid. Okay. And she had so much of anxiety, depression during her pregnancy, and she didn't have love for that kid at all. So that kid was a rejected kid. And whenever she is in depression and anxiety, her body produces a lot of cortisols, the stress hormones, which will damage the development of the brain. That is why the kid will have cognitive problems. Okay. So the mother and the father, the parent especially, they need to understand why they created this reality. Why did they want the second child, and why didn't wanted the second child? What was their resistance, and why did they end up having the kid? So they need to understand these patterns, get into the deeper behavioral patterns and their belief systems, and look life in a more deeper perspective and understand and learn what mistakes they have done.
okay. So before the Sampath sir told something like if we not Dagda karma, something knowledge removes our karma, some quotation from Bhagavad Gita he told. So
Correct.
if we realize our mistake, so that will be cured. The
See,
child will be cured.
50 to 60% of healing happens just by identification. We are unaware of it, of the pattern that we are carrying. If we become aware of the pattern, 50% of the healing has happened already. Once it comes into our awareness, once we start observing it, the healing starts happening. You need not do anything about it. And once you start correcting yourself, learning from the problems, the healing keeps happening for the rest of the 50%. So that is what he meant, that we shouldn't focus on healing. We shouldn't focus on coming out of that problem, but learn from the lessons and keep moving so that we are coming out of the ignorance. Knowledge is what we are seeking for, right?
Yeah. And one more question is like hyperactive kids are there. So what parents has to learn from them, madam?
Yeah, these days, every kid is a hyperactive kid mostly. So yeah,
Hyperactive and learning disabilities. Someone cannot understand, means study issues with studies.
yes,
Actually,
yes,
they can.
yes. Yes. So learning disability is because of we cannot impose too much of our own things to kids, because kids want to be natural. Okay, we are trying to impose our systems into them, right? So that is why they will have resistance in learning, but it will take some patience. Parents need to be very patient, and the kids also should be given some calming and some silent space. The kids should be given some nice body massages, especially for hyperactive kids. You have to help them get into that calmer states, help them get into some art where it will make them focus on one particular thing. If you make them to do some art, some mandala arts and all, their focus will start coming on to one particular thing where it is distributed all over, they're jumping around, making them sit at one place, calm themselves and do something artistic will help them.
Okay. But so question is what parents has to learn from them? Some
Patience.
Patience. Okay. Got it. Patience. Okay.
Thank you.
No, I have more questions, madam. We have
Okay.
time, right? And one more question is our thoughts creates a reality, right? Our as per so is karma affects our thoughts also? Is karma affects our thoughts?
What is karma according to you?
Maybe I have that belief, right? Previous birth, something we did bad. That is the reason this birth I am getting diseases. I have to suffer with the pain. That is what I have that belief. But now, from this class, what I have learned is all diseases comes our thoughts, the behavior patterns. So then how karma, like what is this karma? And, is there any relation karma and thoughts, or there is no relation?
See, the programming that I was talking about, the memory in the body is nothing but the karma. What is that? The actions, the past actions are stored in the body.
Oh, memory means karma. Okay.
The past actions. Karma is action, right? Whatever you do is your karma. So
Karma,
the
right.
past actions, the past actions in the childhood or even before you were born, whatever the actions your parents did, the reason why you chose your parents to be born in that family, that will also be there as your memory in the body. Okay, once you get into this cannot be proven scientifically. That is why Buddha didn't talk about it, but he always said that the memories come from our past life as well. Okay, our body will carry the memories of our past life as well. So once you become aware into this moment, you will start bringing all of that past memories onto the layer. That is what we talked in the Sagar Manthan. Right? All that unpleasant memory starts coming on to the layer. We start seeing it as it is. We will not react to it, and we keep moving on. That's all we need to do. With equanimity, we observe and go. That is how we start clearing the past karmas.
Okay.
And then we start taking the control of this now. The next future is in our hand. Past is done. Okay, but the tomorrow is in our hand. The future is in our hand. So we can make a choice of, we can use the power of intent here. Make the choice, conserve the energy, make the choice, use the power of intent to create the future that you want. That is what we are saying here. Okay, thought creating realities. You can use the power of thought to create your future in the present. Okay, you don't need not be victimized by your past.
Okay. And one more question, madam. So enlightened masters will be there, right? So they also suffering with, suppose Ramana Maharshi is there, he at the end of his age, he suffering with the cancer, right? So like so that means their thought patterns also like not correct.
No. They have gone beyond the body. They don't care for the body anymore. At least there are two kinds of people. One, people who live for their well-being, wellness. Like they want to have their health, physical health and mental health and financial health, the relationship, everything to be fine and in the well-beingness. Okay, that is one type of person. The second person is one who wants to liberate oneself from this cycle of birth. That person really doesn't bother about his or her body. because they've gone beyond this body thought. They don't identify themselves with body. So they have liberated themselves. That is why we call them enlightened. They are no more identified with their body. So just to live this body, I mean to leave this body here, they want some condition. So that is why they will get those diseases. It's not that their thoughts have affected.
Okay, okay.
Hope your questions are done, ma. We'll go to the next person. Thank you, ma.
Yes. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for so many questions and thank you for answering it. I saw Vikal also raising hands. Do you have any questions, Vikal? Vikal Gupta. Okay, let me call Swarnalata ma'am. I don't see.
Hi. Am I audible, Pruthvi?
Yes,
Yes.
we can. Yes, we can hear you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Pruthvi. It's a fantastic session, and it is really, enlightened and opened, a lot of things. So I have actually, two questions. One is on the reversal on the disease. Like, you have given the example of the arthritis and all. So it is kind of degenerative, some bones or something can increase. So when you get into, to get the reason and all for things and they start working for healing. So
Vikal, you're
whether
breaking. You're
it is,
breaking.
arthritis or maybe disease or whatever, is there any possibility of the reversal of those things has been? Is it okay now?
Yes, now it is clear.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Perfect,
yes.
perfect. So basically the question is on the reversal of the disease, whatever has been, damage has happened in your body, and when you get to know, this is the reason for this and start healing. So one, it will heal, and what about the reversal of, is possible or not?
Reversal is possible, but if you don't stick on to it, as we say, always keep saying, desire is not the problem, but the attachment to the desire is the problem, is the suffering, is causing the suffering, right? So you do your work, observe and learn what you need to learn, and keep moving, keep practicing, and keep moving on. So you need not attach to the desired outcome saying that I want to reverse it.
Okay.
So healing will happen
Got
all
it,
by
got it.
itself.
Thank you.
Just the intent, you make an intent and believe that this will happen. It will happen.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So we have one more hand raised. Surendraji, please unmute.
Yeah. First of all, happy morning to you all. It's a very information session. I would like to add one point for the intent. Okay, if you want to make the intent correct every day morning, just after our session, just write a gratitude, like whatever the things we have. Most of the time, like the people will worried about their things, right? Instead of that, just write like at least like 10 to 15 things which you have, because let us assume like many people are suffering without food, water, and all those things, right? Let's tell the gratitude for ourselves having the so many things for us to come here till and we have attending these sessions. So first tell the gratitude every day morning, so that your intent will be positive. Your day will also end with the positive things. Whenever you feel the low esteem yourself, then that time also better you can write a gratitude for few things, so that again you will come like your mind saying that like I have so many positive things, so the mind will automatically start converting from the low esteem to like high esteem, like positive esteem, I can say.
Yes, very true. Thank you, Surendra sir. That is very true that if we are in the gratitude frequency, it is like we already believe that what we want is happening. Thank you for adding that.
Yeah, whenever we are writing the gratitude, so our energy will be always stay in the positive side. Actually, your day also will start with the positive.
Yeah, thank you so much for adding that.
Thank you. Thanks for adding that. I see one question from Lata ma'am.
Yeah.
Some kids are not grown tall. Is this relative which behavior pattern needs to correct?
Okay. So there are certain things of the body which cannot be changed. Okay. The weight of the body, we can work on it, but height of the body, we cannot work on it. Okay. So we need to accept this body with lot of love, with lot of self-acceptance. People used to actually recognize me with the big nose. And in my school days, college days, and all, I was so conscious about it that I decided to go for a plastic surgery. That was the level of consciousness that I went into, that insecurity that it was causing me. But later I understood the beauty is not in how I look or how this body is. It is about how I am, the energy that I vibrate. Okay, so accepting how we are, the height, the color, the body shapes, whatever it is, accepting how we are and loving ourselves is so very important. These are some of the aspects which we cannot change. We have to just accept and love. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for answering it very well. I don't see any more questions or raised hands. Yeah, I don't see any more questions.
Okay. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thanks to all my friends, the team, and all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pruthvi, for a wonderful session. Thank you, Sunil, for beautiful meditation. And thank you all of you to join, patiently listen, and ask your questions. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
Recording in progress.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, friends joining from different parts of the world. Thank you for joining day 9 of My Time Infinity. A warm welcome to all participants joining from Zoom and also from YouTube channel. Thank you so much. My name is Sirisha. I'm joining from New Jersey. I welcome you all for the day 9 of My Time Infinity. So friends, as you all know, this program is co-organized by IFSS and PSSM Global. Today, as you all know, we'll be starting the session with the meditation. So today we have Master Balaji with us, who will be guiding us through meditation for today. Hi, Balaji. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Sirisha madam.
Over to you, Balaji.
Yeah. My dear masters, my dear friends, and my dear gods. Namaste. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone who has joined for meditation all across the globe. Friends, let us meditate now. Kindly take a comfortable posture, either on floor or on a sofa or on a chair. Take a comfortable posture by sitting with crossed legs, crossed feet, and fingers clasped. If you are using spectacles, kindly remove them. Slowly, you may close your eyes and you can start observing the breath which is going inside and outside from the tip of the nostrils to the brow point. Slowly keep observing the breath which is going inside and coming outside. And you will notice the intensity of thoughts in the mind will slowly reduce us. And you will experience the no thought state in your mind. When you start observing the breath, which is going inside and coming outside, your mind becomes rather empty. And meditation is all about making our minds empty. Whatsoever the thoughts comes, kindly cut off every thought as and when they pops up. And make your mind empty. That is the goal of meditation. When the mind becomes empty, huge amounts of cosmic energy floods into our physicalness. And the state of no thought state in mind is called as meditation. And we are here sitting in meditation now. Kindly do not open your eyes. Be with your breath. Let there be no stress, no stiffness in the body. Relax your complete physical body. Relax your mind completely. With no thoughts coming from past or projecting into future. Let the mind be in present moment. Enjoy the showers of cosmic energy which can flood into our physical body only when it is empty. Be with your breath, my dear masters. Music, when used for meditation, makes our meditation 3 times more powerful. So let's listen to the music and observe the breath. Let us experience the profound no thought state in meditation. Kindly observe your breath. Do not open your eyes. Be with the breath. You will listen to the beautiful, soothing music. Let us dwell into deep meditation with the help of music. Kindly do not open your eyes. Be with your breath.
Mm-hmm.